So I just came across this new release for LA. My God, LA. How is Governor Newsom not recalled at this point? This is as of today, 27th. Public health to add additional safety modifications to health office order target. It says targeted safer at home orders comes after 5-day average of new cases is 4751. And I will say good luck to a lot of small businesses staying open. And for a lot of you people who voted for this man and have yet to recall this individual, it says new COVID cases remain at an alarming levels. A number of people hospitalized continue to increase. A temporary Los Angeles County Health Office order will be issued to require additional safety measures across sector. Across sectors, temporary order will take effect Monday, the 30th, and remain in effect till December 20th. It says total public health has confirmed 24 new deaths and 4,544 new cases. Right, these are just PCR swabs, and like I've shown in numerous videos, that the PCR swabs are flawed, and when your PCR swabs are flawed, the only thing that matters is symptomatic individuals. So having all these new cases of people who are probably more than likely random people who have tested positive with the rapid test is flawed, the PCR test is flawed. Because currently the 5-day average of new cases is 4751. I would like to know what the hospitalizations are, because that's really the only thing that matters is hospitalizations. And if they really wanted to give you solid data, they would give you hospitalizations along with why the person is in the hospital, right? So if you have, 100 new cases, but when you go down the list, many of these individuals who have tested positive, of course, are there for other reasons. Like, for example, many of the patients that I have taken care of who tested positive, but were there for like GI bleed or asthma-related incident, or person, had a missed dialysis, excuse me, which was the last few patients that I had taken care of who tested positive were individuals who just didn't go to dialysis, and then they did their dialysis in the hospital after a couple of days, and then they went home. So on November 17th, let's just jump right down to the nutty list. It says gatherings, all public and private gatherings with individuals not in your household are prohibited. Good luck enforcing that, except for church services and protests, which are constitutionally protected rights. This is occupancy limits at various businesses. All individuals at these sites are required to wear a face mask covering and keep at least 6 feet apart. Essential retail, maximum essential retail 35%. Non-essential retail, which includes things like indoor malls, 20% occupancy. Good luck, indoor malls, staying open. You have been struggling for the longest. Amazon is literally eating your lunch. And of course, this is basically finishing off indoor malls. Personal care services, so think like perhaps barbershops, hair salons, nail places. Good luck staying open with a 20% maximum occupancy. Libraries, if you want to do some personal reading and get educated, sorry, the government limits you to 20%. Fitness centers are 50%. At least they're open. Oh, sorry, these are outdoors. This is outdoor fitness centers. I thought it was just fitness. It's only outdoors. Outdoors 50%. What? Museums, galleries, zoos, can't go visit the zoos. 50% maximum, and this is only for botanical gardens operating outdoors, right? So this is all outdoor stuff. 50% maximum occupancy. Mini golf, batting cages, go-karts, anything operating outdoors. 50% maximum occupancy. Is your landlord going to charge you 50%? Is the government going to charge you only 50% on your taxes? Outdoor recreation activities, all which require face mask coverings, of course, except for swimming and distancing. It says beaches, trails, and parks will remain open. Gatherings at these sites with members outside of your household are prohibited. How are they going to enforce that? Oh man, golf courses, tennis courts, pickleball. What the fuck is pickleball? Archery ranges, skate parks, bike parks, and community gardens remain open for individuals or members of a single household. What? It says pools that serve more than one household may only open only for regulated lap swimming with one person per lane. Drive-in movies, events, car parades are permitted to provide occupants in each car of members of one household. So that means like you can't even go on a date. That means you can't even go on a date. So that literally means that you can't, if you have a significant other, right? If you're dating anybody, you can't even go on you can't even take them to a you can't even take them to a drive-in because it's now banned. This is where we're at. Schools, all schools and day camps remain open, adhering to reopening protocols. K-12 schools and day camps with an outbreak, which is 3 cases, right? 3 cases is considered an outbreak. 3 cases or more over 14 days. Wow, 3 cases over 14 days, especially with these faulty tests. I would just not even test. Should close for 14 days. Wow, good luck, man. Day camps staying open. Good luck. Schools, kids going to be going back to distance learning. Distance learning is terrible. I think they show a huge rise in kids who are failing. I think they said the number of F grades has jumped by 300%. Closed non-essential businesses such as playgrounds not essential. Of course, with only childcare in schools. Playgrounds at childcare. So the regular playgrounds are closed. And card rooms, so for all those elderly people that want to go and play like bingo and stuff like that, sorry, you are out of luck. Because of the high rate of transmission in the community, restaurants, bars, breweries, and wineries remain closed for in-person dining and drinking, as customers are not wearing face coverings during their, well, obviously if they're eating and drinking, during which an increased chance of transmission in restaurants. I mean, if you're eating and drinking, like, and you're not doing too much talking, I don't know, this is Governor Newsom. Restaurants, wineries, and this is, of course, there's no, there's no information to back any of this stuff up. There's no like data that says that all these individuals, of course, are getting sick at places like restaurants and wineries, etc. It says there are currently 1,893 patients with COVID currently hospitalized, and 24% of these people are in the ICU. Wow. So in the whole, wait, is this in the whole state? Or is this just in LA? Because that's ridiculous. Because that can't be. There are currently 18. Think about the population. What's the population in California? This must be just for LA. It has to be just in LA. Let me see. LA hospital beds. I don't know if I can find it right away. And so it goes on to say, public health reminds everyone to stay at home as much as possible and avoid seeing people you don't live with, even if you don't feel sick. So basically, they don't want you to leave your house. You can't leave your house. You can't interact with other people. This is how you cause depression, right? This is how you cause depression, alcoholism, drug abuse, abuse within the home, because you were literally, the government is trying to force you to have almost literally no interaction with people who don't live on your home. And then, of course, I have no doubt that the California government will have some sort of a snitch program where if you see other people going around, etc., call this number. And this is utterly disgusting and inhumane that they're doing this to the inhabitants of LA County. Especially, I mean, I've done so many videos talking about how like not only is it blown out of proportion, but there's so much misleading information about what's going on with the broken PCR test, the broken rapid test. They're coming out with this at-home test that they're going to want people to utilize. They're going to be trying to force people to take a vaccine. They're shutting down all these businesses. It's utterly ridiculous. But if you want to go out and riot, if you want to go out and protest, if you want to celebrate, the Joe Biden president-elect, you can do that, and you can do that out there in LA. When they were rioting for the baseball games, for the basketball games, there were no police out there that were stopping any of these things, right? When BLM and Antifa were out there and people were rioting and do whatever they wanted, there was basically nobody that was out there stopping them. But if you want to go out and just talk to your neighbor, have gatherings at your homes, This is how the government, again, like I've said it in every single one of my videos. The more you put up with it, the more you get.